Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Here we are again for another game in the Euro 2020 tournament. And tonight we are watching along Spain versus Sweden, the recent two-time champions. Spain kick off their first game over in What group are we on now? Group E, I think we're up to now. Things are kicking off. Nearly everybody has played now, and it's just down to the French, Germans, Hungarians, and Portuguese, and we've all played a game in the tournament. Now, let me know that you can see me, hear me loudly, clearly, and we will get into the comments, and we will get into the game. Looking very, very much forward to this one, as ever, and looking forward to watching it with you. Let me know your predictions. Let me know your ones to watch, etc., etc. for the Spanish and for the Swedes. Really quickly, you can follow and subscribe on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. You can also super chat at any point during the broadcast. Most direct way to support the channel here and my work. And finally, please get your comments in, hit like on the stream. And also, let's just do the live sub count, which has been a lot of fun. We're very, very close to 17,300 subs. It says 17.2. There's 17,291 subscribers. Please hit subscribe. Let's see if we can get 17,300. Maybe we could do it by the end of this game. That would be tremendous, wouldn't it? Keep your comments coming. We'll look at them in just a second. Shall we do the teams first? Quick little flash down at the table. We'll talk about it a bit during the match if you want. Slovakia 2, Poland 1. So Slovakia maybe surprise leaders. And look, if no one wins this game by more than one goal, or doesn't score 3, win 3-2 or something, Slovakia are going to be top. And if this game is a draw as well, Slovakia look in good nick, don't they, to qualify for sure. That vital 3 points they have got themselves already. Right, let's do the teams. So, not the household 11 that we knew in 2008, 2010, 2012, etc. from the Spanish, but still a fair bit of quality in there. Simon is the goalkeeper from Bilbao. Across the back, Llorente of Atletico, Laporte, Manchester City, Torres, Villarreal, and Alba, Barca. So all those teams are Champions League, or in Villarreal's case, they won the Europa League, didn't they? Across the midfield, Koke, again of Atletico, Rodri, again of Manchester City, Pedri, again of Barca. So a similar sort of makeup in terms of the clubs they play for. No Busquets, he is still around. Of those superstars that won all those trophies, that incredible midfield of Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets is still around, but not here. Torres, another Manchester City player, the third in this team. Morata of Juventus, ex of Chelsea, and Olmo of Red Bull Leipzig is the rest of the Spanish team. Let me know your ones to watch and what you think of that Spanish team. The manager, Luis Enrique, a great player for Barcelona, wasn't he? On the bench, De Gea, Sanchez, Garcia, Gaia, Llorente of Leeds, Azpilicueta of Chelsea, Thiago Alcantara, Sarabia, Oyarzabal, Ruiz, Moreno, Dama Traore. Some familiar names for sure in there. Plenty of Premier League players. Talk to me about the Swedes as well. Obviously, less in the way of household names than the Spanish. Robin Olsen in goal of Everton. Back four. 4-4-2 here. You won't see many of those in the tournament. Augustinsson of Werder Bremen. Lindelof, Manchester United. Danielson. I've tweeted already. Danielson of Karate Kid. No, of Dalian, Lustig of AIK Stockholm, one of only two AIK players. The other is Seb Larson playing down that side in front of him, who seems to have been around for about 100 years. Seb Larson in the Premier League, of course. He played for Sunderland. Ekdal and Olsen of Sampdoria and Krasnodar are the central midfielders, with Emil Forsberg, a teammate of Olmo at Leipzig. And then Marcus Berg, Alexander Isak up front. Berg, a teammate of Olsen's at Krasnodar. Isak is an interesting one who's been bigged up a lot, hasn't he? A young striker, plays for Real Sociedad in Spain, and quite handy from what I am led to believe. Jan Anderson is the manager. On the bench, Jonsson, Nordfeldt, he was at Swansea, wasn't he? Helander, Pontus Jansson, another familiar one at Brentford, Bengtsson, Kraft of Newcastle, Svensson, Clayson, Kaysen, Sema of Watford, Kajuste, and Jordan Larson is the remainder of the team. One more time, this is Group E, and Slovakia are top. So a decisive result for somebody makes it hard for the other two. But remember, for the 1 millionth time, 4 out of 6 third-place teams qualify. Those comments are filling up. You love to see it. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Evening, Liam. Third game of the day. Great stuff. Carl, QPR forever. Peanuts, here we go again indeed. I just tweeted that, in fact. Do follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom, because I just tweeted a lovely picture from the other side of this filming room. So if you check it out on Twitter, look, you can see what I see there. You can see all the screens and everything up, and the microphone as we go. A very, very different view for sure at Benjamin Bloom. Hi to Jamie, Helen, Davey, Patricia. Brilliant stuff. I know I'm seeing names on here that have been joining me for already 4 or 5 games. So this is fantastic. No one been tipping Spain, but when you see that lineup, they look good on paper going forward. Any team with 3 Man City players, a couple of Atletico players, a Juve player, a Barcelona player, on paper looks very, very good. Welcome, Leeds 2021. Jamie, 3-1 Sweden. Interesting. Hi, Patricia. Argentina, Chile later. Nice. Come on, Sweden, says Jamie. Mr. E. Yeah, happy as we can be. Bit of bad news. If you're outside England, you probably won't know that our restrictions are not being lifted for another 4 weeks. It was supposed to be Monday. No, 17th. No, it's like Thursday or something this week. Or was it next week? I can't remember. Anyway, David, welcome. Ryan, Spanish squad, not the best. Not what it was, is it indeed? Am I going to take some time off after the Euros? We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, with my family life going to change drastically in August. Maybe I won't, and maybe I'll. That'll be all the change I need. There. How did Linden do? Not great. QPR forever. Missed a big chance as well with the left foot. The keeper for Czech Republic played well, made the save. 2-0 Spain, a Spanish win for David, Spanish win for Patricia. Torres, one to watch. He is at centre half for Villarreal. We're just doing the anthems here. Where is this game tonight? It's in Seville, isn't it? So a virtual home game for the Spanish. A 3-0 win for Spain tonight, says Liam. Dempsey, Viva España. Nice. Spain to win this one for Dubai Canary. 3-1 Spain. Helen, left your bias at the door. Lovely stuff. 3-1 to Sweden, says David. Live league table. Things you'd love to see. Mark, welcome back. Looking forward to this one after last night's shenanigans. 5-4 to the Swedes. We haven't had a 0-0 yet, have we, for goodness sake? Going for a 1-1 draw. Wish Duda played like that for Norwich. 5 bellies. Evening. My mum loves your channel. Bless her. Been in hospital for 10 days. Very fearful. Can you give us? Yes. What do I call her? Jennifer Five Bellies. Hi, Jennifer, and thank you for your nice comments, and get well soon. Of course, 4-0 Spain incoming. Woof, hello to Anir. Owen is still worried about the West Brom manager situation. We are nearly there. Come on, the 4-4-2. So wary of getting outnumbered in midfield with the 4-4-2. Now, you need a lot of rotation to make that work these days. 4-4-2. Those were the days. It's moved on now, hasn't it? Isaac, very quick. Look out for him. We are very much looking out for Isaac up the top. Looks good. Fun. Duncan, will be interesting to see the Spanish approach under Enrique. Yeah, it's definitely tiki-taka is dead. I think Pep even hated the term tiki-taka, but they've certainly moved on from that now. And yes, we did have the first red card of the tournament. Who was that for? One of the Poles, wasn't it? Was it a lad who used to play for Dortmund? I can't remember. Due to upsets, teams like Finland, Slovakia win and make it even more difficult for Scotland to get through. Yeah, those 3 points going into the ether, David. You want as many draws as you can. Superstar. Who's that, Si? Hopefully me. Cod's Vlogs, what a legend. He's made a nice video about Ipswich today. So go and check out Cod's Vlogs. Legend. Going to be on the channel a lot next season talking League 1. 2-0 Spain. Sweden have the oldest squad in the Euros. Yeah, table service for a little longer. Hey ho, we'll get there soon. What did Boris Johnson say, the Prime Minister? One last heave. Deary me. Right, let's get there soon. Come on, Sweden. Mill. We'll give it a mill. Any Millwall in the Championship? Don't think there is this time, is there? Białkowski in the Poland squad? I guess he is, isn't he? Welcome, David. 2-0 Spain, says Charlie. 3-1 Sweden for Rob. Spain, tight one. 1-1 draw. 3-3, 2-1. Have to support the Spanish due to the in-laws. Nice. Right, I think we are there. And we're just about ready for kickoff here. Please hit like if you're new to the channel. Hit subscribe. See if we can get 17,300 tonight. There is your team sheets. One more time. Simon in goal for Spain. Llorente, Laporte, Torres, Alba across the back. Pedri, Rodri, Koke across the middle. Olmo, Morata, Torres across the front. And for the Swedes, Olsen, Lustig, Danielsson, Lindelof, or Gustinson across the back. Larsson, Ekdal, Olsen, Forsberg, Berg, and Isak across the front. We're getting a very clever drone shot there above the stadium. Let's set the score to 0-0. And as I said on Twitter, here we go again. Day number 4. How many matches have we done now? 7th one? You love to see it, don't you? Things you love to see. Keep that chat going. Always brilliant in the chat during the stream. Keep your commentary going during the game. Your ideas, your predictions, your thoughts, etc., etc. And we are just about ready to go. Cheers, everybody. Peroni Red Label again for me tonight. Here is to all of you in the chat. And another good game of football tonight. The Swedes ready to go. Some highly inebriated people dancing around in the stadium of both Swedish and Spanish distraction, let's just say. They're having a lovely old time, aren't they? Kickoff is not happening just yet. I guess you know the only thing in the world that delays kickoff is TV, don't you? So I guess they must have got out there a little bit early. And they're just waiting for the producer to give them the word, I guess. Spain versus Sweden. Remember the Spanish 2008 Euros, 2010 World Cup, 2012 Euros. What a era they had there. I tell a lie. The only thing that can delay a kickoff is a possible break in the goal net. Looks like the you had one job, Seville Stadium. The fans don't care. They're having a lovely old time dancing around. Brilliant. Looks like a lot of alcohol has been consumed in Seville. And why the hell not after the 14 months we've had? People are having an absolute party atmosphere there. But obviously the linesman has gone around and checked the goal nets, and maybe a bit of a sag in one of them. So they're just fixing that up now. I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in. Right. The bloke in the headband looks mean. They're having a lovely time, haven't they? Have they abandoned the little VW? I'm very disappointed if they have, Wenlock Young team. That was glorious, wasn't it? But obviously they went for the biggest audience in the opening ceremony, didn't they? So, right. And we are off in Group E. The Swedes and the Spanish kick off here in Seville, looking to catch the Slovaks, who won earlier against the Poles. Let's get into it. Spain with the early possession will give you a timestamp. ASAP. Llorente at right back. Plays that inside to Torres. Remember, we've got two Torres on the pitch. We have got Pau Torres at the back and Ferran Torres. We've also got two Llorentes in the Spanish squad. We've got Marcos on the pitch, and obviously Diego of Leeds is on the bench. So we will try and keep across that. Sweden will be aggressive and go direct. God. And here, check out the game in 1992 against England from Sweden. They really went aggressive and direct and beat England. Although there's one hell of a quality goal. Who was that guy who used to come up from the corners and score for Sweden in that tournament? Can't remember. Here come the Swedes down the left. Augustinsson getting forward. He wanted to get it back off Forsberg. Alas, he could not. And Ferran Torres cuts inside. And Ferran Torres is fouled. And we're underway. Woof. Things you love to see. Yeah, ding dong. Morata will be offside 5 times. If Bits were here, he'd take that as a bet off you. Liam, for sure. Everyone got their predictions in. We were mainly behind Spain in the chat, I think. So from what you guys are saying, we would consider a Swedish victory, an upset here. 2 Larssons, yes, as well. Seb and Jordan Henriksson. What a player Henrik Larsson was. One of my absolute favourites. He was a hell of a striker. Played for Celtic, obviously. I think he scored about 200 goals for Celtic, didn't he? And then Manchester United, Barcelona as well. Just one of the greats. Larsson, wasn't he? So we'll write down Seb Larsson as well, just in case we're getting in a muddle. In the centre of midfield, Koke has it. Koke plays it out right. Ferran Torres, Man City. Early cross in. Looking for, it was Olmo, arrived on the back post. It's been put out, I think, by Lustig. He could have let it go. It would have gone out for a throw-in, but he didn't know. Communication breakdown. 3-minute timestamp. 3, 2, 1, sync. I'm watching on a BBC feed. We are all caught up and lined up, so may just be contending with the YouTube delay here. In comes the corner, up in the air on the near post and headed out by Seb Larsson. Who else did Seb Larsson play for? Birmingham? Sunderland? Come on, get me his clubs in the chat, somebody. Celtic legend, Henrik. Oh, God, has there been anyone better there? I know, obviously, in the 60s, Celtic had some hell of a players there. Kenny Dalglish as well in the 70s, but Larsson must be up there with their best ever players, mustn't he? Here come the Spanish down the left-hand side. Alba, give and go. Alba's got the captain's armband this tournament. He's got it back, actually. Crossing position for Alba, and it goes low. Lovely little knock back. Pedri, and the players switched. Llorente now. Spain have got a lot of players forward, and they're very aggressively high up the pitch. They're going to have another go. It's going to be a switch out to the right again. Hospital ball there, but well worked. And here is Llorente on the right-hand side. Inside it goes to Pedri. Here is Rodri. Koke helps it on out left to Alba. Alba plays it inside. It's a poor touch by Olmo. It's got it back though. Plays it outside. Spain dominating possession. 82 on the possession. And they're not letting up here. The Spanish, just tons of possession. Murata. It's switched out again. Laporte, and it's going to go right. And Sweden in that, I'm sure people who watch football in the 80s will see this defensive shape in a 4-4-2. The term 2 banks of 4 ringing bells. Everybody tucked in. Nice and narrow and doubling up down either side. There's a nice little clip in for Alba. Alba puts the cross in and, oh, God. Getting a bit gnarly territory-wise for the Swedes here. The Spanish are all over them in terms of possession. No efforts on goal yet, but, yeah, 82% on the possession thus far. 90 it's gone up to. You very, very rarely see it that high. Corner for the Spanish. Oh, there we go. We've got Seb Larsson's clubs. Arsenal, Birmingham, Hull, Sunderland. Thank you, guys. Played for Arsenal. Of course he did as well. Here comes, I'm sure that was his first English club, wasn't it? It's a corner for the Spanish. I think Koke is going to outswing her. Right-footed. Koke floats it in. Murata up on the far post, and it struck from the edge of the box. He snatched at it a little bit, didn't he? Right-footed and over the top it goes. Not the greatest effort you'll ever see at Zolmo. The number 19, who's started the game a little bit clumsily, I have to say. A good start from Spain, agreed. There's the swarthy Luis Enrique. What a great player. Spain aren't as boring as they once were. You're talking about keeping the ball for the entire game. Time check, Charlie. We'll give you one at 7 minutes, okay? So if you need a timestamp, we're coming up 7 minutes. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Sync. Sync your footage up with myself here and the rest of the chat. And we all experience the madness at the same time. There's one in the channel for Laporte to chase. Cleared away by Lindelof. Isak chasing it. And it's going to be a throw-in to the Swedes. If we can find the ball. There we go. It's back in the left back position. Augustinson is going to hurl this one down the line, you think. Yeah, 91% possession. You very rarely see it that high, do you? I'm sure it will change as we go. Although the Swedes have surrendered possession after one pass there, so maybe not for the next phase of play. Lustig could not keep it in. They just can't get any kind of foothold in the game. Yet the Swedes, the Spanish, just had the ball for the entire match, haven't they? And they've got it now. Laporte, and it's worked out to Ferran Torres, who clips one over the top, chested down by Murata, but they've got it clear via. It was Danielson who cleared it, in fact. I was going to say via Lindelof. Yeah. Spent 12 months delaying your stream. Now you're behind and I can't pause my TV. Unbelievable. Even Fulham Millwall, the game of 1,000 passes. The game of 1,000 passes. The land of 1,000 dances. That sounds good to me. No Pontus, no parties on the bench. I'm sure we'll see him later on. 5 subs and all that. Foul on Murata on half time. Went to a pub with 4 screens. Oh, God, that's awful. I remember watching a penalty shootout in a pub where the Liverpool and Chelsea in one of the Champions League games on penalties. Someone will tell me the year on that, won't they? Might have even been the year that Liverpool... When did Liverpool get to the final and come back against Milan to win it? 2005? Might even be then. Koke plays it inside. Laporte. Torres, Pau Torres. Out it goes to Alba, the captain. Alba inside. And it's back into central defence. And it's not letting up. 89% possession. And they're adding more and more passes. The Swedes just sat in that narrow 4-4-2 shape. About 15 metres from back to front. Fabio Capello and Arrigo Sacchi would love it, wouldn't they? They've drawn another foul, actually. Olmo has been brought down by Lustig. They're having a long debate about the tactics. I think most of us could sum it up in about one sentence, but there you go. I'm sure there's a bit more nuance to it than we can imagine. David's in the pub on Friday. Just a shame, people who looks like I'm going to lose a few quid, actually, because I had gigs booked for July the 10th and the 12th. And I suspect they are going under after today's announcement. Ho-hum. Free kick to the Spanish. In it comes from the left-hand side, headed up in the air by Danielson. And out again. The Swedes have half cleared it. Isak touched it on. It's put awkwardly back into the left centre-back area, very deep. And guess what? The Spanish are in possession again, as they have been for 90%, literally 90 of the passes in this game. Sweden passed the ball. A rare occurrence. They conceded a load of free kicks as well, Sweden, so far. It's been that type of game for them, hasn't it? Spain passes 115. Sweden passes 14. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Capello looks like Postman Pat. Interesting. He was a great manager until he got to England, Capello, wasn't he? England will do that to you, though, won't it? Eh? Laporte to Pau Torres. Just narrow ball inside into midfield. Rodri from Pedri. And now here's Alba. Alba knocks it back in. Switch of play to Llorente. Ferran Torres. Clever little clip in. Was Morata offside? He wasn't. Danielson is going to get it clear. No, he's not. He's going to run it out for a throw-in. Nice shoulder charge by Morata just to get his body in the way. And possession-wise, this is as one side of the game as you'll see. But chances-wise, there's just not really been anything as yet. 2 shots, 0 on target. But just an incredible disparity in the possession of the football in this one. You think it's only going one way if it stays like this, can't you? As the ball is worked back to Simon. I assume that's his first touch, the Spanish keeper. Simon knocks it across. Anyone remember the Paul McCartney song, Sea Moon? Simon, Sea Moon. Makes me think of that. Aggressive and direct. Here comes Llorente. Being aggressive, not very direct. Men in the box, and he tries to sort of cut it across. And the Swedes get it clear. And, oh dear, come on, Sweden. Just boot it straight back to the keeper. It's Olsen. It's a horrible performance from the Swedes so far. They've just offered nothing to this game whatsoever. I'm sure they're capable of better. Either they're just not getting to grips with it, or they've got no intention. Let me know. Let me know what you think. But they're not contributing a lot here, are they, guys? Let's be fair. I'm sure it'll get better for them. Llorente. It's worked into central midfield. Pedri. Laporte. Pau Torres out to Alba. Proper training session feel to this match. Here's Koke. Koke out to Ferran Torres. Comes inside. Back to Koke. I mean, look, you can applaud the Spanish passing here, but this is an uncomfortable watch so far, isn't it? Big switch of play again out to Marcos Llorente, who's had plenty of touches, but then name me a Spanish player apart from the keeper who hasn't had plenty of touches. In comes the Cress! Oh, headed down. Good save. Really, really good save by Olsen in the goal. They created a chance there, the Spanish. It was Olmo arriving, probably, and I hate to say it again. Yeah, he's got to score, hasn't he? So Olmo, 6 yards out, middle of the goal, should score. It's a good save. And the Spanish finally have, well, a big chance for all of their possession, but they don't have the goal. Alba clips it in. Don't have the goal that 16 minutes of complete dominance. Still, 90% on the possession after 16 minutes. Incredible. All this possession, but it ends 1-0. Well, we'll find out. Sweden seem pretty average and defending. Spain should beat them. Close save. Great cross, should score. Yeah, he should have scored there, shouldn't he? Olmo could get messy for Sweden. Well, the longer it stays 0-0, the more empowered they will be with this strategy. Let's be honest, the Turkish were defensive. Well, you tell me. I think Sweden are playing more defensive than the Turks. I thought the Welsh were defensive, but less defensive than the Turks are. But I've got the Swedes at number one as the most defensive team. I didn't see the Finland game, I have to say. In comes the cross again to the back post. Torres there, and it's a goal kick. 17 gone. And yeah, it's hard to describe a football match to you. That doesn't really feel very much like a football match. Sweden contributing precious little. I mean, whether I'm being unfair to them, whether the game kicked off, Spain got on the ball and they've just been stuck in, or whether this is the plan, and a clean sheet is what they start with, and a clean sheet is what they're gonna hope to finish with. Sweden playing the Pulis tactic. Yeah, no 4 centre halves at least, hey. Feel like my bet is crashed. Sweden to get 3 corners. God. When do we think Sweden are going to get a penalty box entrance? I mean, they've got a throw in. Let's be fair, they'll probably be dangerous from the set plays, the Swedes. Tossed in from the right, immediately back to the Spanish, and the game pushes into the Swedish half. Danielsson plays it back to Olsen, who clears it straight out to Marcos Llorente, who gets his 100th touch of the game already in the first 18 minutes, for Christ's sake. Koke. Pedri. Koke. Nice little touch around the corner from Ferran Torres. Llorente again. And they've given the ball away. It's getting to the point now where the Spanish are having so much time on the ball, they'll even start to make mistakes of their own because the intensity drops off. A handball given against Jordi Alba, which will allow the Swedes to stop the game and get the free kick. There's that chance for Olmo. It's a good save by Olsen, but it is, let's be completely fair, a free header. And look, it's within probably 2 feet of the keeper's starting position. So he hasn't really worked him at all. It should be 1-0 to Spain there. I don't want to sound too grumpy about attackers missing chances, but come on. Free header, middle of the goal for sure. They've already got 0.4 up on the XG, Spain, so most of it will be that chance. 67th minute, Sweden will get a pen and win 1-0. If they do, then Jan Andersson and the Swedish players are geniuses, and I'm all wrong for criticising their approach, but it's hard to see them withstanding this much ball for Spain. They've won it back here, Sweden, in deep midfield, and it's a foul by Pedri. And Sweden, once again, will have a chance to get up the pitch. It's Ekdal who got fouled. There's some Swedish fans in the stand. Could be a long night for them. We'll see. Unless we're going to get one of the S-houses of all time here tonight. My prediction was 2-0 Spain. Hard to see Sweden scoring. Agreed, Jay. I mean, look, Turkey got to 0-0 with a similar approach against Italy and then made their switch to kind of come out of their shell a bit and ended up losing 3-0. So let's play the long game with this one. Sweden certainly are, aren't they? There's a horrible slice there by Rodri of Man City, and out it goes. 217 completed passes to 31. Agree with that, David. Yeah, 1 goal and you're done. Although, what everyone keeps pointing out with the 3-team qualification potential, we're going to get a long throw by the Swedes now. This would be incredible if they did manage to score from this. Lindelof is going to throw it in. Goal difference is vital. So you have teams literally sitting on it from the word go, don't you? Lindelof throws it in, headed clear to the edge of the box. And would you believe Sweden have had a shot? Emil Forsberg smacks it on the volley. It goes miles over the bar, but that counts as a shot, doesn't it? We're seeing that save from Olsen a couple more times. Should be 1-0. Sweden remind me of Karanka's Borough when they were in the Prem. The title Sea Moon was inspired by lyrics in the song Woolly Bully by Sam and the Sham and the Pharaohs. Ah, good knowledge, Terry Tuna. Someone was talking about the B-side. What's the B-side? Here come the Spanish down the left side, let alone the B-side. Alba in. Koke tries to get it back to him. Half cleared. Alba hits the shot, and it's not too far wide. I think that was a inept pass from the Swedes in the box there, and Alba pounced on it, hit it first time with the left foot. Let's see how much he missed by. Sorry, it wasn't Alba with the shot at all. It was Koke, the right foot. It's always spinning away. It doesn't miss by too much, does it? Although I think given the position of Danielson, it would have been hard to find the corner there. Spain are running out of Ikeas. Oh, dear. I thought my Danielson Karate Kid joke was bad. Hi, hi, hi. Banned by the bit. I wonder what that one was about then, Trevor. Here comes Alonso. You'd have to be high, high, high to enjoy this Swedish strategy, wouldn't you, at the moment? Flat pack football for sure. Koke. Koke inside to Rodri. Zlatan did get called up, Caden. Recalled. I think he'd retired, hadn't he? But then he got injured. That would have made things more fun, at least, wouldn't it? A bit of Zlatan. Always good to have characters like that around the tournament. What are you going to do, eh? The Swedes have it in central midfield. Unbelievable. Ekdal has lost it in central midfield, and Ekdal has fouled Murata. Second example of Murata positioning himself well, getting his body in the way, and drawing a restart for the Spanish. 24 gone. It's not good, guys. We'll stick with it. Perhaps a Spanish goal might liven things up. Here comes Llorente down the right. Llorente, low cross. Ooh. And a decent clearance there. Olsen was back inside his own box. The domination continues still, 85% possession. I think it's a fourth corner now to the Spanish. Nice play by Ferran Torres. Llorente with the cross. Good covering tackle, but when you've got 11 players in the box, someone's likely to land on the pool, aren't they? Corner to the Spanish. .24:55 on the clock. It's taken short. Here's Koke on the right foot. Koke swings it in. Headed clear. And do we get a Sweden counter here? Forsberg knocks it off. No, we don't. Olmo crosses it in. Headed out by Danielsson. And there's a foul by Alvaro Morata on Lustig, the right back. Missed the Scotland game, but saw the goals. How did John McGinn play? Okay. The three of them were quite good in the first half, I thought. McTominay, McGinn and Armstrong. McGinn's always neat and tidy on the ball, but it was very much three of them hunting a pack. That type of midfield three. I think he missed his mate Jack Grealish, didn't he? Who did I prefer, Sven or Steve McLaren? Sven, God. Steve was a disaster, bless him, and I'm a fan of his, but yeah, it didn't work out well. Was Steve not there with Sven? Did he work? Was he in the staff then, McLaren? I can't remember. Switch of play out to the left. Alba brings it down. And a big diag into the box, looking for Ferran Torres. Headed away by Augustinsson. Torres knocks it inside to Llorente. I'll bring up Marcos Llorente, the right back's heat map in a minute. It'll probably be quite funny. Across it goes to Pau Torres. Just a bit behind him, and Spain are going to have to reset. Let's have a look at some of these Spanish players. See if we've got the heat maps ready now. I think we will do. There's Marcos Llorente, who has played almost exclusively in the right wing adjacent to the penalty area. That's the right back. It tells you what kind of game this has been. What I might do is let's bring up the two Swedish strikers' heat maps and see whether that teaches us anything, or am I just being mean now? Oh, they just haven't had the ball at all, so you can't really tell. There's the central midfield. Just a all-out defence event at the moment. 84% possession to 16, and we are 27 minutes in. That's quite something. Here is Laporte. Laporte plays it back to Pau Torres. Out it goes to the left wing. Over here, given away. It'll be a restart for the Swedes. And we're all Luis Enrique there, who's kind of looks down and thinks, oh my God, what is going on here? Yeah, let's have a live league table. That'll liven things up, won't it? Let's go to the live league table in Group E. And there it is. Slovakia 3, Sweden 1. Look, Sweden are above Spain. I don't know why that is, because on alphabetical order, I make Spain above Sweden. But there we go. Let's put Sweden second in the group. As things stand, Sweden qualify, according to SofaScore. In comes the cross low. There's Koke arriving, can't control the shot. And hopefully not a sign of things to come for the Spanish, because the chance map, the chance creation is growing, isn't it? Nothing doing yet, though, in terms of really taking those chances. 0.65 to 0.05 on the XG so far over on Infogol. I think SofaScore have actually added it in now, the XG, which is great. Although they're a little bit behind Infogol by the look of it. Probably getting their info from Infogol, depends. who their data provider is. Here is Lindelof, goes home. That counts as a completed pass, doesn't it? To Olsen, who goes long down the ground. And these poor strikers, Berg and Isak up top, literally have been shuttling back, been given the run around by the midfield, and then the ball gets booted over their heads. Surely not sustainable for Sweden. Doesn't look like it, does it? But you never know. There's a switch of play. Zlatan versus Chuck Norris. Be a good matchup, wouldn't it? Torres, Llorente, Laporte, the other Torres, sorry, Pau Torres. One of the Swedes got a foot on it, but it's back with the Spanish. And across again to Laporte, to Koke. Here is Llorente. Llorente coming charging forward again, the right back. Stroke right winger. Good feet by Torres. Gets into the box. Rodri knocks it off. Alaba crosses in low. And I think it comes off Olmo on the near post. I don't think it's going to count as a shot on goal. Just showed the Koke chance from a few minutes ago. Better chance than I thought, actually. Just needs to open his body up, cushion that anywhere to the keeper's left. And that's got a chance, hasn't it? Oof. 31-20 on the clock. Spain 0. Sweden 0. Alaba. Laporte. Llorente. Over halfway. Slid back in by Koke. Sweden, to be fair, have pushed up a little bit. So although it's very congested and very defensive, it's not a low block where they're defending the edge of their own penalty box, although they probably will be again in a minute. Here is Laporte. Give and go with Rodri. Doesn't go anywhere, so it wasn't really a give and go, but exchanges passes, let's just say. Out it goes to Koke. Koke tries to slide one through the lines. Llorente tries to get in behind. And out comes Olsen. And grabs hold of that one. Had it pretty much covered. Centre halves will let it go. Big goal kick forward, and the Spanish centre halves win the header. And Olmo wins it back in midfield. And for the 500th time in this half, it's going to be another Spanish phase of play. And it goes into the front. Morata knocks it off into the centre backs. And here we go again. Where's the space? And can they exploit it? Haven't been able to so far, Spain. Although they should have taken the lead when Olmo had that free header essentially from 6 yards out. Here is Ferran Torres. 50-50 there. Koke. I've been enjoying how the referees have been letting stuff go. I don't know if they all have a meeting or whatever before the tournament and talk about their refereeing philosophy specific to the tournament. But it does seem that they've been letting things go. Seems a lot less pedantic than the Premier League is in terms of the refereeing there. I'm not blaming the refs. It's just the situation we've got in the Premier League where everything's a foul, literally everything. Which shouldn't be the case, should it? Switch of play. Ferran Torres to Llorente. And here is Koke. Laporte. I'm trying my best, guys, but Sweden aren't helping me out here, are they? Llorente and Forsberg wins it back, knocks it in to Olsen. Lovely turn by Olsen. There you go. And Seb Larsson knocks it into the right back area. It's going into the keeper and going long. I'm telling you before it happens. Olsen, and it goes long. God. Oh, they've won the flick on now. Can they make the chase in behind? Yes, Berger's got the ball up the pitch. Are we going to get a penalty box entrance? We've got a throw in to the Swedes, who managed to get up the pitch for the first time in about 20 minutes. Derby v Barnsley. Talk to me about Derby v Barnsley. That was horrific, wasn't it? I'm starting to think VAR isn't the problem. It's Stockley Park. Here's the deal. Get me a Swedish goal and you get a £5. Add another 4 Swedish corners, you make 25. Both teams to score in 4 corners, 50 quid extra. Oh, dear bits. I hope you're not in the hole here. Crossed into the back post and it's palmed over the bar by Simon. And the Swedes have a corner. Let's pretend we've seen a goal. We used to play that on the coach on the way to games. Used to wait for the clock to tick over on the front of the coach, and then they'll go mental. Used to scare people the life out of them, I tell you. Corner for the Swedes. Can they get the first contact on this one? Forsberg puts it into the near post. Nice delivery. In comes the volley, scuffed in, and is cleared by the Spanish. There was a foul into the bargain there. Oh, that's a shot, David. That's a bona fide shot, isn't it? We'll see if it gets added in. Remember, they did have that shot that was smashed over the bar. It was Ekdal that caught Ferran Torres. Where was that cross going? Yeah, Simon taking no chances. Smart goalkeeping, to be fair. Spain are back in possession, as they have been for 83% of the completed passes in this match so far. Here is Llorente. It's worked down the left now. Alba goes inside. Rodri. And it's gone back to Laporte again. Anyone want to answer Alistair? Who's been the better team? Spain hanging on, yeah. Work down the left. Oh, clipped in, and now Morata is in. Morata! Oh, my God. Morata has missed a glaring 1v1. It's a big mistake by Danielson. And that just about sums this game up, doesn't it? Just over-engineers the shot to the right-hand side. Just find either corner. He's odds on to score there. It's a horrible mistake by Danielson. His blushes are spared, but yeah, it's a terrible miss, isn't it, by Morata? Dreadful, dreadful miss. That's what I mean in a game like this. Sometimes the intensity just drops out of it, and you have moments like that happening where if things are a bit sharper and a bit more competitive, he doesn't miss that, does he? But he probably thinks he's going to get about another 5 chances like that in this game. Oh, dear, oh me. Sorry. It's one of those tonight, isn't it? Told you 1-0 Sweden. It's going to happen, says Charlie. Oh, dear. How will Sweden's tactics change if they do go 1-0 up? In the words of Chandler Bing, could they be any more defensive? Ferran Torres cuts inside. And as soon as they start taking on the low percentage chances like that, you are playing into Sweden's hands. Oh, Morata 1-0. Oh, he missed. Deary me. Isaac tries to grab it. Simon gets there first. And the Spanish play out via Coque. And a nice ball wide out to Llorente. Nice. Did you watch the reunion, Jay? Most heartwarming. Here comes Olmo down the left-hand side. Can you believe we've played 40 minutes now? Feels like we're into about hour 10 of this nonsense. But Spain 0, Sweden 0. It's getting worse, isn't it? Here's the miss again from Morata. Not that we need to see this. Just puts way too much on it, doesn't it? Puts it round the post. Poor old Luis Enrique. What are you going to do, hey? If Sweden go one up, they'll take both strikers off. Get Pontus Jansson on. Lovely. Oh, dear. Oh, now, here's Isaac. Isaac's in. He's still there. Can he hit the shot? Oh, Sweden have hit the post. What on earth is going on? Oh, this is deteriorating into farce now. Sweden should have just taken the lead. I cannot believe it. Oh, dear. Isaac was in behind. He had about 3 goes at that. It bounced off Simon and hit the post. I cannot believe this. Oh, my God. Wait to see a replay. This game is going to hell in a handbasket because now people are starting to make huge mistakes at both ends. Hey, maybe that'll lead to some goals, but Coque tries to slip it through. BBC haven't given us a clip yet, and the Swedes are coming on the counter-attack again now. Here's Forsberg. He's trying to take on about 8 players there, excuse me, and doesn't manage to do it. Sweden using their holding strike as well. Oh, my God. We still haven't seen a replay of that, by the way. Isaac should have scored. And look, we can sit here and say Spain should be 2-0 up, which they should, but it was 0-0, the game state, when that chance happened. So you can argue Sweden should be leading if you view the space-time continuum in that way. This is brilliant, says Annie. It's one of those things where there's the circle. Let's call it the circle of crap, okay, where it gets so bad, it starts to get good again, doesn't it? I think we're nearly in that position, aren't we? Here is Ferran Torres, works it inside. Morata, little clip to the back post. Olmo brings it down. Handball shout. Not going to get that, are they? Rodri heads it. Llorente helps it on. Coque down the right-hand side. Inside it goes to Llorente. And it's slowed down again. Rodri. A flat-looking cross. Nodded away. And Alba crosses in. Poor cross. Cleared by Ekdal, a central midfielder inside the 6-yard box. Isaac is trying to win it back high up. He doesn't. And here come the Spaniards. Again, Olmo down the left wing. Olmo into the box. Horrible cutback. Forsberg clears. Oh, God. Driven in low. I think it was Rodri from quite deep there. Corner for Spain. We're going to see this handball shout. No, you're never going to get that. It's not handball. No distance. I'm in a perfectly natural position. Referee got that one right. We still haven't seen playback of Isaac's chance. I'm all over that. Yeah, 90% possession. You should automatically get the win, surely, in the event of a draw. In comes the corner. Punched clear. And helped in to Alba. Alba knocks it short. A long-range effort spilled. And it's not going to go loose too. It was Aymeric Laporte who was up there. Oh, sorry. Fans getting in my eyes again. I tried to put it over there. keep me cool. In goes the cross. Laporte's still up. Llorente follows it up. Llorente inside the box. Llorente. Oh, he was looking for contact there. He didn't get it. To be fair to the Swedes, they did not dive in there. And Isak trying to come away with the ball. And he doesn't manage to. And we are coming up to half-time. We still haven't seen Isak's chance back. It was Olmo with the low drive. Olsen with the unorthodox-looking parry. Certainly didn't mean that to go that side, did he? Strange bit of goalkeeping. Perfectly fitting with this game. Free kick. We are into first half stoppage time. Koke is going to take it right-footed. Here it comes. Koke swings it in. That's going to be headed clear by Danielson. I didn't see how many minutes of stoppage time we were getting in this one. Koke. Koke to Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres back into Koke. Llorente. 10 more seconds of this football match, first half to go. And, wow. The referee puts us out of our misery. By far the worst match in the Euros so far. Sweden, ultra defence. Spain have been a bit ponderous. The finishing in the game's been hopeless. The game's been rubbish. It's been awful, hasn't it? Just doesn't have that competitive edge to it. But let me know what you think. And we're just seeing Isak's shot that bounced off Llorente, hit the post and fell into the arms of the keeper. Sweden could be leading in this. They really, really could, despite the free header for Olmo. Morata missing a easy one-on-one as well. There you go. Spain 0, Sweden 0. Perhaps we've been spoilt, is all I'll say. But that was just an atrocious half, wasn't it? So we'll bring up the numbers. I don't know how the boys for the BBC are going to get 15 minutes to talk about this one, but let's bring up the numbers and then we'll just go to Q&A for goodness sake, and I'll try and forget that I ever sat through that nonsense. But there's the XG. You can see Spain already over 1 in the first half, 1.16. And look at that, Sweden, 0.46 with that big chance for Isaacson, 84% possession. Sweden have just offered absolutely nothing, have just sat in a narrow, deep, tight 4-4-2. It's been horrible to watch as well, hasn't it? Spain haven't been able to get through it, though, although they have created 2 big chances. They should be in front, and that would obviously draw the Spanish out. 5 corners to 1 for the Spanish, 3 big chances to 1. But the fact that I'm saying there is 1 big chance for the Swedes is the incredible thing, that just the pace of Isak nearly got them something. And set plays, long throws, you never know. Oh, dear. Let's have a look at the league table, or the group table. Sorry, I'll try and get myself hyped up. It was just so bad, wasn't it? Sweden and Spain tied a point apiece as things stand. Slovakia topped the group after their win earlier on against Poland. Purple Bungalow, best match so far for comedy value. Yeah, but that just means you're laughing at me. You're laughing at my pain trying to describe all-out defence versus ponderous passing and poor finishing. It's been a struggle, hasn't it? It's been a real struggle, and I'm limiting myself to 1 big bottle of beer per per night. So that's all I can do. Comedy gold, ain't it? Sweden inventing the false 7, 8, 9, 10 position. Deary me. Thoughts on Callas' performance earlier? I'm hoping he can get some confidence back after the dreadful end to the season. He was flying by the seat of his pants a couple of times, Callas, wasn't he? But look, it's a clean sheet, vindicated by that. He's going to be put under more pressure, you would think, by England and probably Croatia. We'll see as the group rolls on. Julian reminds me of when Grimsby came to Portman Road. Ended 0-0. They didn't even have a shot. I remember Tranmere being even worse. Horrible, horrible team to watch. But there you go. Spain would have scored if they'd had Big Keith Moore. He certainly would have scored that header Olmo had. Probably would have scored the 1v1 that Murata had. Can't be Ben's fault. Watch-alongs have goals. So Sweden ought to get the 0-0 here, right? Match of the tournament so far. Stop it. Hopefully same again second half. Oh, my God. Please, no. Please, please, no. Let's just have a look at the Isak chance. Long goal kick forward. Just lifted over the top. He does manage to get past Laporte. Nice feet, actually. And then Llorente is on the goal line. It's literally goal kick, header on, ball over the top. So typical quick 3-pass attack to create the chance. It is good feet. And the ball hitting the post closer than anyone's come. And that includes, obviously, Murata sticking one just past the post. Gary Lineker's face looks about as unimpressed as mine. You're depressed of how bad Spain are playing, so you drink. Oh dear. Sweden play a 8-2-1 formation. Really, it is literally just a block of 10, isn't it? When you look, say Torres, Pau Torres or Laporte have got the ball in possession on halfway, it's literally just 4-4-2, everyone back. Obviously, you get a bit of width higher up, but yeah, so it's not an 8-2-1 per se, but I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Peroni red label, Alex. Very, very nice. We've got a Italian wholesaler up the road. I never knew it existed. We went there the other day. Very, very nice. I ate a paella. Can I be called up for Spain? I don't know. Did your grandma eat a paella? I think that's normally the difference, isn't it? BBC panel impressed by Spain. Really? I mean, Spain have had lots and lots and lots and lots of the ball, but it's very hard to judge anyone against, an entire team sat back like that. Hey, maybe the pros know that Spain have worked Sweden into such a defensive state, but look, Spain should be leading, and they're not, frankly. Yeah, it is difficult to play against a complete all-out defence side, isn't it? But I'm not overly impressed with that first half from the Spanish. I think they would ease up a little bit, Spain, if they did take the lead. It's frustrating, isn't it? But look, the BBC has shown me lots of clips of Spain playing the ball nicely around with 8 Swedish players between them and the ball. So I think they're looking at pressing as well. But again, you have to look at what the opposition is. Every BBC replays in slow motion to kill time. Fabregas said they've not been good in the box. He's right. Well, they've battered them, haven't they? Yes. Yes, indeed. Paul Lambert Ipswich or this Sweden team. Hey, Paul Lambert Ipswich team won some games, didn't they? But hey, the club not set up the best way. Let's get some questions in. You can change the subject if you want. As we finish up day 4 of the Euros, I'll be back with my review of today's action. No doubt cooing over that second Czech Republic goal from Patrick Schick earlier on. Still no draws. I don't know whether we're going to get the first one here tonight. We got our first red card as well, didn't we? I'll tell you what we should do. Let's try and figure out who is behind the Paul Lambert YouTube page. Does anyone go missing who's normally in the chat when Paul Lambert comes up? Anyone want to do any sleuth work there? Who's behind the Paul Lambert YouTube page? Interesting. Spain are going to have to phone up JCB to break down the speed. Have I got a tournament program? I have not, Liam. Send me a picture of yours. I know you've got one today. Got any gigs booked? That'd be nice. Do you know what? I'm going to lose a bit of money. I've got one booked on June the 25th. That's just a little bar and we can social distance. So that will go ahead, just a piano in a bar. I've got one private. Well, the other two are like private things with bands. And it just depends whether they're prepared to social distance. So they may get cancelled. And then I've got the bar again on July the 18th. But going to be losing some money. What are we saying? Anir is getting blamed for being Paul Lambert. The clue is in the name. Oh, okay. You're not letting them besmirch and slander your good name. Who is it then? Interesting. What was the most impressive goalkeeper performance in this tournament? I'm not entirely sure. We've had a couple of mixed goalkeeping performances. I thought the Ukrainian keeper, Bushan, was really good for the first half and then horrible for the second half, wasn't he? Actually, this Czech goalkeeper earlier on was good, wasn't he? Vaklik ended with a clean sheet, didn't he? Could well be me trying to throw others off my scent. Shall I prove it's not me now? Because I have to be logged into my YouTube page. So let me type into the chat, hello, everyone. And you can see, look, oh, it comes from my Twitter and my Facebook. Look, you get 3 messages from once there from me. Someone from Blue Monday. Nah. They're only interested in the Ipswich stuff, the old Blue Monday boys. It won't be them. Besmirchment of your good name. Can't be having that. Cannot be having that at all. Right. Keep your questions coming in. We'll see if on my phone's right there. You can see I haven't touched it. There. Oh, have you sent me something, Paul Lambert? Has he sent me a clue? I wonder. Let's find out. No, I can't see one. By the way, we can do the live subscriber update now. Where are we? 17,295. That's tremendous. 5 more subscribers for 17,300. Wouldn't be my better half. Nah, she's got better things to do than troll me. She can do it face to face for sure. It's definitely Russ. Yeah, he hasn't been here tonight, has he? Interesting. Bit's gone AWOL. Oh, I wonder. Yeah. The mystery continues. We need to get Poirot on it, don't we? Oh, QPR Forever has just returned. Oh, and look, Russ has just returned with a question mark as well. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Spain 0, Sweden 0. This game is not very, very interesting for sure. We'll see if things conspire to improve in the second half. Marshall having a tussle with the back of the net could well become an iconic image. Poor guy. got proper done by that chic finish. There we go. Can Sweden get anything out of this game? I don't think so, but look, we'll see. If the Spanish are as impotent as they were up front, then maybe they can. But they offered so little in that first half. Just that one breakaway, though, and they did hit the post, didn't they? Finding out who the Lambert is will be more entertaining this match. I hope not. I sincerely hope not. Kasper Schmeichel is on screen. I assume they're asking him about Christian Eriksen. I think we've had some good news vis-a-vis Christian Eriksen today. Please hit like. And keep your comments coming in. Patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Super chat. Any point during the broadcast. And remember, hit thumbs up on the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe, ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. Away we go. Right. Hopefully, BBC are coming back to the second half any second now. Beans the football has given us very little to talk about. Sub count is 17,295. We are 5 away from the next minor milestone for sure. Poor old Marshall. He's already been memed, is he? Spider-Man webbing him up. Get your predictions in for the second half. Go on. Mr. Radio Floyd thinks it will be a 1-1. Let me know how you think the second half is going to pan out. The Spanish players are now making their way back to the pitch. I'm pretty sure they'll have just been given a massive rocket by Luis Enrique, just about intensity, about finishing, about concentration. Can they get past? Never mind the yellow brick road, the yellow brick wall here. Lindelof trying to G everybody up as they come out. And, well, let's say it as it is and try and maintain their clean sheet in the second half. 0-0. Do a cards plug to liven things up. The promotion's finished now. It was only to the end of the season. I can give them some free publicity if they want, but I'm not being paid for it anymore now. So, yeah, you can go to cards plug if you want, but you don't have to use the discount code anymore because it's not valid. 4-0 Spain is looking a bit bleak. Confident of a second half goal fest of crazy home goals. We'll see. We need one in the first 10 minutes of this half, don't we, to get things moving. Moving, just keep moving. Wait, the second half is back. Wonderful. Buy a card, put it over your TV screen. Then I'd have to look at my own face, though, wouldn't I? Which footballers do you think would be good at building flat pack furniture? James Milner, obviously. That's the answer to everything, isn't it? We have kicked off the second half. It is Spain 0, Sweden 0. And let's see what these 22 footballers can give us in the second half, because the first half was pretty drab, wasn't it? Unfortunately, Spain not managing to play through Sweden's stubborn defensiveness. Lustig, the right back's committed a foul. He's had a few now. He'll probably get persistent foul play if he makes a a couple more, and the yellow card's going to come out. We give you a timestamp for 46 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sink. Olmo tries to work it through. Lustig's going to win the foul. In his own box. As D. Ream said, things can only get better. Don't worry yourself, Russ. Don't worry. Everyone's been accused of being the fake Paul Lambert now, not just you. Completed passes in the first half. Sweden 59, Laporte 62. Is that true? Crikey. It's clipped in from Lustig. That's going to go all the way through to Simon in the goal. Here is Pau Torres, who knocks it off to aforementioned Aymeric Laporte. Torres has got it back again. And here is Pedri. Pedri to Alba. Alba trying to feed it into Morata, who missed that big 1v1 in the first half. Here comes Sweden. The dangerous-looking Isak was on the ball there, and he's won himself a foul. Tricky customer, quick, powerful. Nice feet as well for the chance that it hit the post. Nice turn again there. Here's Morata, who fouled him. He gets some applause from Anderson, the manager. Here comes the free kick from the Swedes. High line. Oh, my God. Oh, dear. The guys in the middle are offside. There was a runner on the back post, and he was in, and he just fell over. Oh, dear. Yes. It was poor old Lustig, the right back. Decent opening for the Swedes, and he just kicks the ball one leg onto the other and falls over. There we go. Here is Pedri. Pedri onto Olmo. Oh, it's bounced from Morata. Doesn't hit the target. I think Olsen had that one covered. Couple of yards wide. It's one of those shots where, because he was outside of the line of the post, the keeper could be sure all time that that wasn't going to be hitting the target. It's going to be a throw-in for Sweden down the right-hand side. Olmo in the 49th minute, trying to speed up the Swedes. They think they're going to be slow on the restarts. Big one forward from Danielson. It's rubbish all the way through to Simon. And Spain will reset. And so will Sweden. And here we go. In it comes to Alba. Olmo. Back to Alma. Torres. Pau Torres has got it again. Alba. Sweden 10 behind the ball again. Precious little space. Back four pushing as high as they can without it being ridiculous, given they've got no intention of counter-attacking. Here come down the right. Worked into Murata, who's come short. Nice switch of play. Alba chests it down. Alba crosses left-footed, headed away by Lindelof. And a complete air shot by Seb Larson. And it's out for throwing. Alba takes it quickly. Alba to Olmo on the left. Olmo trying to shape it through. Takes a deflection, headed away by Danielson. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Sweden stepping into the tackles a little bit more. At least that's a little bit more, a little bit less passive, frankly, than the first half. Small mercies, hey. Down the line it goes. Spain in possession again, 83%. And we are 52 minutes into the game. Clipped in over the top, looking for, I think it's Olmo in there making the run again, but it's through to Olsen. Long goal kick. And that's touched out by Pau Torres. And I wonder whether the Swedes will bring the cavalry forward now and try and toss this long throw, or toss this throw in long into the box. Let's find out. That's exactly what they're going to do. Lindelof has gone over to the right. So can they create a chance from the throw-in? They need first contact, and then you need a little bit of luck, don't you? But crowd the box, you never know what can happen. In it goes to the back post. Isak is there. Forsberg down the left. He's had to go all the way back up to halfway line. And Lindelof's now got it. Last man on the ball. It's going to have to go long. And it's headed away. And played out to the left-hand side where Jordi Alba is. Olmo tried to turn his man and he gave the ball away. And Lustig has won another throw-in down the right-hand side. We're going to have another go at the long throw-in. Oh, dear. This game sounds as thrilling as the transfer window at the moment. It's not been good, Russell. I applaud you for sticking with it. Someone's just been booked, and I've got no idea why. I think possibly some Malvin off. Mikael Lustig, who I suggested was going to get booked for persistent foul play. I think he's been booked for dissent now. Here comes the long throw from Lindelof. It's nodded down as a foul, I think, by Danielson. And it's going to be a restart for the Spanish. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, that looked to me. But there you go. Spain get the restart. And here is Aymeric Laporte. Pedri. Alba. Pedri. Olmo. Morata. Pedri. Alba. Nice build-up. And the end product, the cross is charged down at source. Out for a throw-in. Bring back golden goal, says AC. You know what else we should do with golden goal? You have to remove a player every 2 minutes. Both teams have to get a player off. And if he's not off the pitch within 10 seconds of the hooter going, you lose the game. And then you might end up with like 3-on-3. This game would probably end up 3-on-3, wouldn't it? Coque, Laporte, Morata. It's put way too much on that. And it goes through to Olsen. Spanish need to change things. Should we have a look at the Spanish bench? Let's have a look. Oh, hello. Look at that down the bottom there. Adama Traore. That might be fun, mightn't it? When is that ever not fun? Gerard Moreno, Fabian Ruiz, Mikel Oyarzabal, Sarabia. That looks like the extent of the attacking options there. But is it get Traore on and get him dribbling at them? Why is Ben Brereton in the Chile squad for the Copa America? This has got to be grandma business as well. Throwing again to the Swedes, who, I mean, look, there were periods of 10, 15 minutes in the first half where the Swedes didn't leave their half, and they are getting out at least in this half, aren't they? So they're growing into it a little bit, Sweden, aren't they? Throwing to the Spanish on the left-hand side. And the play is switched out to the right. And here is Laporte to Pau Torres, Alba, Pedri, Alba. Alba knocks it back to Pedri. And Pedri knocks it back into Pau Torres. They're going to try the other side now. Pedri's got it back. And now we're back down the left-hand side with Alba. Alba misses his kick. The ball doesn't quite roll out, though. It's going to be a Sweden throw-in. Just kept alive there, but not to much avail. Throw into the Swedes down the right-hand side. We are coming up the hour mark. Olmo. Pedri. Olmo. Pedri was fouled. Referee says play on. And it goes to Alba on the left-hand side. Pedri. It's going to go out to Alba again from Rodri. Alba tries the cross, deflects up in the air. Alba inside the box. Trying to play the game by himself there, Jordi Alba. Sweden get it clear. Oh, Isak plays it through. Now here's Berg. He needs support. He's got it. Forsberg, and he's got Isak ahead of him. Here's Isak into the box. Tries to sort his feet out. 3 Spanish players around him. He's put the cross in. Oh, my God. What a miss. Oh, Marcus Berg. And this incredible game has another incredible miss. What is going on? Isak does really well. Oh, it's an open goal. He's in line with the back post, Berg. He gets a little bounce, but he just slices it wide. Oh, I mean, we were critical of Ulmer for missing the free header, Murata for missing the one-on-one. Sweden could genuinely have had 2 goals in this game, and they've barely been in the Spain half at all. Do you take my point now about what the intensity drops with this type of game when, you get the attack versus defence and slow, ponderous, dull build-up? Oh, my goodness me. It even is an issue in international football, evidently. Oh, dear. Oh, my. OMG, Grr. You 2-0 Sweden. Sitter. Oh, dear. Curse that with my comment. Look, I'm not taking the blame for this one at all. Candidate for the worst game of the tournament. It's just been awful, hasn't it? And the thing is, we've been spoilt, haven't we? What's the XG saying now, Brian? I bet Sweden's is really high now, isn't it? Pushing 1, I reckon. Let me get it up. Oh, God, Sweden 1.16 on the XG, and that is with 16% possession. And how many passes have they completed? 113 to Spain's 609. What an odd football match. I think we're going to get a Spanish substitution now. Anyway. Here's Alba. Pedri. This game needs something. I think we're about to get the first move from Luis Enrique. Murata. Trying to build up down the right. Of course, Sweden double up every time the ball goes wide. Here's Pedri. Alba. Pedri. Pedri into Torres. Laporte. Out it goes wide right. Driven central. Murata's heading it to someone. I don't know who. Seb Larsson picks it up. Here is Isak, who, let's be fair to him, has been dangerous every time he's got the ball. Here he goes again. All 3 times he's got the ball in the entire match, probably. Wrestling with Laporte. Laporte wins the test of strength there. Here is Alba. Pedri. And down the right it goes. Is Koke. Cross in from the right. Doesn't beat the first man. Headed up in the air. Murata is chasing though. He's going to keep it alive, is he? No. Murata tries to drag his foot over the ball and kicks it out of play. Here comes a double substitution for Spain. Thiago and Sarabia are going to be coming on. We'll see what's what. Have I watched GB News yet? No, I don't know what it is. Is it good? Thiago is on. And so is Sarabia. Murata is off. Sarabia replaces him. And it was Rodri that went out for Thiago. Probably both going to be straight swaps, aren't they? So Spain are going to stay in the 4-3-3 shape. Let's have a look. Yeah, Tiago will sit central. And Sarabia, is he going to play as central striker? We'll find out in a sec. When the ball transitions up the pitch. No, it doesn't look like he is. So who's gone up top then? I think Ferran Torres is playing central now. Olmo is to his left. And I think Sarabia has gone to the right. We're going to get a double substitution now. For the Swedes, I bet one of them's Lustig, the right back, because he's on a yellow card. Laporte. Sorry, it wasn't Laporte, it was Llorente. Get me L's muddled up. Here is Pau Torres. Alba. Olmo. Pedri. Alba. Switch of play by Tiago. Crossed in by Llorente. Big header back in. Lindelof half heads away. Alba tries to get there on the volley from Olmo. He has sliced it. Woof. Right, here comes the double sub. Quaison and Klassen are coming on. Off comes Marcus Berg after that horrible miss. On comes Robin Quaison, which sounds more French than Swedish, doesn't it? And Victor Klassen is going to come on for the dangerous Alexander Isak. Possibly a surprising substitution there, but hey, there's a clean sheet to defend here, isn't there? So Klassen and Quaison. Klassen, Quaison. I'll have to pronounce them differently so we can tell. Oh dear. Can someone score in this game? Please. Yes. That would be nice. And the ball is through to Simon in the Spanish goal. So both sides now making two substitutions. Tiago and Sarabia in, Quaison and Klassen in for the Swedes. Honestly, I think we've got exactly the same team shapes that we had, just with new personnel. Those two coming on for Sweden have goals in them, strangely. Let's see. Taking off your best player. Let's see if there's a master stroke there that we're not seeing. He did look dangerous, Isak, didn't he? Hey, maybe they consider this the hardest game and they're saving him for the easy games. But look, it's 0-0. And this game's meandering nowhere fast, is it? So, oof. Now, edge of the box for Spain. Shot comes in, deflected away. The Swedes look like they've got a little bit more energy than they did in the first half, I have to say. Here is Alba. And a foul by Olmo. Ekdal is down, and I presume he's going to stay down and try and kill 30 seconds more. Looked decent, Isak. He did, didn't he? I don't think he's any age, actually. Isak up top, very highly rated player. I think he's a young player of the year, they said in Spain on the BBC coverage. Spain have got a transition here, which hasn't happened very much in the game. Giving the ball away. It's all the way back through with Simon. Here is Pedri. And wide it goes to Olmo. Pedri. Tackle comes in. First touch for Quaison. One back by Seb Larson, who helps it up the line. And here is Pau Torres. $71.50 on the clock. Spain 0, Sweden 0. We've been waiting for one, haven't we? Looks like we're getting it today. Alba works it inside to Thiago. Lovely switch play by Thiago. Llorente. It's cut back by Sarabia. But Sweden, as ever, have about 8 yellow shirts in the box there. Oh, nice little clip over there. Koke knocks it back. Here's Olmo. Touch. Olmo's shot is blocked. It's good defending, actually, by Danielson. A nice little bit of imagination. And let's be honest, the Spanish, we've not seen someone, A, take somebody on, B, a little ball like that, a little dink over the top or a risky pass. We just haven't seen that type of imagination to try and break this wall of defence down. And sometimes you need that, don't you? We're having another double substitution. Gerard and Auzathoth are coming on. Olmo, who's had a bit of a night to forget, is off. I think Ferran Torres went off as well. Thank you, Dave. Legend. Felt like chucking in a couple of quid for my pain in watching this non-event of a football match. Hey, if you were in my position and you had... Look, I had to do the Scots because it's a home nation earlier. And then you got the choice between Slovakia, Poland, and Spain and Sweden. I went for this one. Turned out to be a bit of a dull one. So it was Moreno on for Olmo. And Auzathoth was on for Torres. So Luis Enrique has changed his entire front three. As predicted, Lustig, who's on a yellow card, has gone off. And Newcastle United's Emil Kraft has come on, a man who has played this season under Steve Bruce. So he will know how to sit in a nice defensive shape, won't he? Was anyone here for that Newcastle-West Brom game we did? Kraft has got the distinction of now, I think, playing in both. Did he play in that game? He must have, mustn't he? So Kraft is on. Number 16. Is he just going to sit a right back? Looks like he is. Slovakia to win the group. Well, they're going to be hot favourites if no one gets 3 points out of this. Got to take the rough with the smooth. I would have changed the channel. Lovely stuff. Still waiting for my t-shirt. Yeah, right. I realised the other day, Russ, in one of these chats, not only have I seen Ipswich play a game managed by Paul Hurst, that I'd also seen Crystal Palace play a game managed by Frank de Boer, who apparently was only there for like 4 league games. And I saw a League Cup game. So, and I also did sit and watch Newcastle versus West Brom in a very dire 0-0. Little bit different to this, but possibly we're going to get the same outcome. 76 minutes on the clock, 76:25. Thiago switches the play. Albert crosses in, and it's going to break for Croissant. And Spain win it back, and here they come down the right-hand side. Worked inside from, or into Llorente, rather. Just exchanging passes, going nowhere fast, all very Hector Ream. Here is Pau Torres. Torres to Pedri. Pedri, it's worked through. It's just too many bodies. I promise you, in about 10 square meters there were probably 15 players around, probably even smaller than that, around the edge of the box. Inside it goes to Koke. Crossed in. Oh, it was a decent looking run by Auzathoth in the box. Crossed in again. Oh, decent punch that time by Olsen. Gets the ball clear. Spain going a little bit direct now, having spent 75 minutes not particularly doing that. Here is Koke. Koke slides it down the line. Inside it goes, back out to Sarabia. A little dink out, and here's a very high centre back, Pau Torres. Alba. And the Swedes come away with it. Referee has seen something. I say seen something. There's 2 players down. So we're going to get some stoppage time, I think. It's Pedri and Olsen just going 50-50. And the Swede, like a couple of his teammates, staying down. Jay still believes. I feel there's going to be a goal. If Adama Traore isn't the 5th Spanish sub, you must wonder what he's doing there. You would think in a game like this, a player who's very fast, who can dribble, beat a man, win a foul, win a free kick, win a penalty. Yeah, we did get spoiled last night with Holland and Ukraine, didn't we? Not happening. Olsen is still down. We're going to get another Swedish substitute. Pierre Bengtsson is going to be coming on. I'm assuming Olsen's going to continue. He's just having a drink of water and they're going to let him back on. Olsen waving at the referee. And he's back in the game now. And Sweden back in their familiar 4-4-2 shape. Here is Thiago. Pedri. Alba back to Pedri. 81-25 now. Alba. Oh, Alba crosses it in low. Oh, it's driven across the box by Auzathoth. Nobody on the end of it. Oh, goodness me. This is painful to watch. Has been for a while now, hasn't it? Sweden, 0 shots on target. Should have had 2 goals, though, shouldn't they? Especially with that Berg slice around the post in this half. Of course, Spain should have been probably out of sight by that point. And Thiago, the normally excellent Liverpool player, lofts that ball out to the wing and out it goes. Olsen is down again with what looks just like cramp, to be honest. (82:40) on the clock. Luis Enrique giving some instructions. It's going to be a double substitution, actually, for the Swedes, who, have only made 3. I'm guessing Olsen's going to be going out as well. Jens Lies Kajust is going to be coming on for Olsen. Given Sweden have not deviated from 4-4-2, I assume he's going to drop into central midfield. Bengtsson is wearing number 5, comes on for Forsberg, who's wearing number 10. And just by those numbers, that probably tells you everything we need to know. I suspect we get in a back 5 for the remainder of this game. The last 7 minutes from the Swedes. Oh, where has he gone? Bengtsson. No, he has gone into midfield, I think. So, yes, the trusty 4-4-2 is still alive and well. And it was Bengtsson who came on, which I can't spell on my piece of paper. I wonder how many touches you'll have, guys. Here is Pedri. Tries to squeeze that one through. Oh, it's crossed in from the left. Decent looking ball, actually. Did find that little corridor. Gerard Moreno with the cross. As you can imagine, nobody on the end of it. Here is Alba. Alba knocks it back to Pedri. Pedri clips inside, headed away by Lindelof. Go on then, guys. 85 in. Man of the match. Anyone want to take that one? Let's do a possession stat update then, Annie. Sounds good to me. Oh, my God. It's still 85. 85% possession, and we are in minute 85. It's not going to change too much. Zlatan, man of the match. Me, man of the match. To be honest, I think it's you lot in the chat. That's a sensible answer, Iain. Isak, man of the match. He was good fun, wasn't he? The goalposts have been superb, yeah? Stopping one goal for Isak, I guess. Ref. All good shouts, these guys. All good shouts. Unorthodox. Alba. Alba gets it back off Auzathoth. Pedri. Pedri's got it back from Auzathoth. Tries to slip it through. And the Swedes stand firm. And that's going to be a free kick to Sweden. The ref. The grass. Olsen. The ball. The woodwork. Luis Enrique. To be honest, I've quite enjoyed Luis Enrique because there's just been a couple of times where he's been quite gifable, hasn't he? Just like pulling the same face as we all have been. Fabian Ruth is on for Koke. Therefore, you are not going to see Adama Traore tonight. I think that's 5 subs now for the Spaniards. Yes, indeed. It is. Switched out to Pedri. And here is Alba, 87 on the clock. Late goal, yes or no, guys? I think I know what you're going to answer, but it's worth asking anyway. Thiago. Llorente. Ruiz gives the ball away with his first touch. Welcome to the game. Pau Torres touch and feeds it in. Oh, lovely ball out to the left wing for Alba now. Can they keep it moving quickly? Alba tries to give and go with Auzathoth, but nothing doing down that side. As we come up 88 minutes on the clock. Clipped in. Headed down. And Pedri switches that out to Ruiz. Here is Sarabia. Hospital ball there. Thiago manages to read it and prod it away. 88:30 on the clock. Clip down the line. Alaba, and coming across to the near post was Gerard Moreno. He couldn't get there first. And I think referee has given a goal kick. Lovely little clip over the top by Pedri. The sort of pass we were crying out for. Oh, no, it's going to be a corner. Just checking the offside. Alaba was on. Would have had to be a back heel finish. He was given offside. But he wasn't, was he? 89:10 on the clock. Thiago. Oh, that deflects away. Now, can Quasson pick it up? No, he can't. Llorente is in a race with Bengtson there. Used his upper body, didn't foul him. Good defending. Fed up the line. Referee says it stayed in, and here's Thiago. Sweden actually doing some pressing as we get into the 89th minute. Here is Pedri. In comes the cross from the left. Oh, what a chance! Gerard Moreno header from inside the 6-yard box, and Olsen makes the save. Spain miss the chance. Oh, unlucky. Good save, big miss, whatever you want to call it. Auzathoth works it to Alba. Alba clips it in. I think Spain thought they got the breakthrough there. Nothing doing. We've got 6 minutes of stoppage time. There we go. 96th minute limbs in the Sweden end. It's a lovely cross worked in by Sarabia. Headed down and well saved with the feet by Olsen. How am I going to make the highlights package? I think I might skip that one, guys. Hope you've been enjoying the goals and good bits series. I don't know how I'd pick out bits in this game, I have to say. So we might just go for the review show tomorrow morning. I like that, Jack. Good dad joke. This game has been painful to watch. Sarabia. Oh, curler to the far post there. Out it goes. I think it was Moreno again who had that chance with the header. Are we going to show that one again? No, they're going to show the left footer. Didn't miss by much, actually, did it? I mean, it's a decent save, but it's another big chance for the Spaniards. 1.8 now on the XG. And here is Pedri. Pedri again. Knocked inside. Ruiz, 92:30 on the clock. Clip through. Here's Alba deep into the box. Oh, it bounces off the thigh of Sarabia on the back post. Oh, my goodness me. I guess he was caught between, can I control it and hit it? Can I get any kind of volley off? It's coming at him fast. But remember that goal scored the other night by the Austrians. Jump, adjust. To be fair to him, who was it? Ducked right underneath it, Augustinson. And it's another missed chance by or for the Spaniards. Look at those Spanish fans. Feels like they could be here till midnight, doesn't it? Alba clips it back in and gives them the ball back. Swedish players were appealing for that. Swedish keeper man of the match. Yeah, that's possibly. He's made a couple of decent saves now. Hasn't he? That's a fair comment. Helen. Luis Enrique gives the ball back. Sweden taking forever and ever and ever to take the throw in. Thiago's won it back. 94:20 on the clock. Pau Torres. Pedri. One more chance for the Spanish? I wonder. Alba. Auzathoth into the box. And he's won a corner. Can the Spanish get first contact on this corner? They're trying to slow the corner taker down and figure out what's going on in the middle. It's going to be Thiago's going to take the corner. Big guys are up, bit of pushing and shoving. Sweden, no, they just need to get ahead on this. In it goes, headed down, and very Lee Camp-esque dive there from Olsen, who throws himself to the side of the goal. The ball goes wide, and I think that's that, guys, isn't it? 95-25. Sweden will get up the pitch. They'll kill another 25 seconds taking the goal kick. I'm sure Olsen would even take a yellow card for time wasting and go for a full 30, 40 seconds here. I think Luis Enrique knows. Look at him. This is done now, isn't it? Here comes the goal kick. Wide to the right of the pitch. 10 seconds of normal time to go. Alba, Pedri. Across it goes to Ruth. We are over the 6 minutes allotted stoppage time. In comes the cross, headed away. Pedri's there on the edge of the box. It's hooked clear. And ladies and gentlemen, it is all over. Spain 0, Sweden 0. An absolute stinker of a game. Sweden came for a point. They actually could have got more. Spain didn't have the imagination to play through a very, very narrow, deep 4-4-2. And just not a good watch at all, was it? Big chances in the first half for Olmo with the header. Murata missed the one-on-one. Then Sweden did hit the post at the the end of the first half, didn't they? And then Berg had that huge chance as well in the second half, but more missed chances. Couple of good saves by Olsen. But we have our first draw and we have our first dud. And I dare say that Spain may enjoy playing against a more open team, but they really didn't show enough imagination today to think, that without vast improvement, they're going to be going places in the tournament. Sweden just it looks like, I'm surprised they managed to take a point playing that way in this game, and we'll see what their tactics are in the rest of the matches. Get your shout outs in. There's not too much else to say. Thank you, QPR. Iain, Dubai. Oh, dear. I've been sent some very offensive comments, which I've had to block here. So thank you, Paul Lambert, the real one. I will read your DM after the show, but obviously I want to get to the bottom of who's been speaking to me in a way that I don't consider acceptable first. So thank you for the super chat, and I'll have a look at my phone after we've finished. Thank you very much for the super chat, though, Paul Lambert, the real one. Julian, Plux, Org. Enjoy the Copa America games if you're watching. Davey, legend. Bits, the 0-0 watch-alongs are back, aren't they? One in a row now. Cheers, Annie. Cheers, Mr. E. Let's just quickly look at those numbers. 2 on the XG for Spain, 1.16 for Sweden. They could have got something from this, couldn't they? Crikey. More than the draw. 85% possession. Let's have a bet now that will not be topped before the end of this tournament. I cannot imagine, can I? Right, thank you everybody for watching. Bit of a dud. I apologise for the standard of football. It's not my fault, but we try our best. And we'll be back tomorrow for hopefully more entertaining stuff. And guys, it'll be 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock tomorrow rather than 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. We'll be here for Hungary, Portugal, and France versus Germany. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Spain 0, Sweden 0. A little bit painful. And it's a big over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.